All right, good afternoon, everybody. So today I wanted to get on to Backpack Hero, an old, I don't know if it's really old, but a game I've played before. Really enjoy it because it is still kind of chill, kind of calm, and a easier game to play when it comes to like trying to think and do stuff at the same time, since it is a little bit more turn-based. Haven't played in a while. It's been a hot minute. So might be a little spicy to get started. I think with that, I'm going to also continue with the. I like to think of it as like the Y series, kind of the really talking about essentially the book Start with Why and some of the things I've done to implement that, and some of the other things around that concept of having a strong and powerful why. So when watching, whether it be live, or maybe after the fact, take a moment and really think about, why do you do what you do? What are some of the things that you do in life, and why do you do them? I think a great example for that would be for those who decide to go on to college, grad school, pursue a doctorate. I mean, that's a big life event. Not a lot of people do that. Not everyone can. But I think it still begs the question, why? The other thing too is you can always ask yourself, what's inspired you to do something? For me, I look at my service in the military and ask myself, what really inspired me to want to put myself through the military? And I think back to wanting to serve my country, wanting to help out my mom. She's doing a phenomenal job in raising me, given some of our life circumstances. Definitely helped me out a lot throughout college, and I was fortunate enough to be able to pay for at least the tuition for where I was going on Uncle Sam's dollar expense later on. But still being able to do that was a powerful enough why for me to put effort physically and mentally, because it takes a lot to get into a scholarship program through ROTC with the military. And so I pull back on something and think about that. And as you go forward on like a future endeavor, you really got to ask yourself why you're doing it. And I find that a lot of times these days, people go out and try to do something extraordinary, but they never clarify their why, or even their purpose or their values. And then when it starts to get tough doing the extraordinary thing, they either pull back or quit. So I think just the concept of having a why is super duper important. So for anyone out there, take a moment, kind of think about why you do what you do. For me, I've kind of been able to boil that down to a purpose, which is to impact the lives and legacies of others through unlocking their potential. And I can basically judge a lot of my own decisions off of that, even my decision to start streaming again. So hopefully that something I say here inspires you to act and do something extraordinary, legendary, or even something you've never done before and always wanted to try. So this is especially tailored for those out there who are thinking about getting into streaming and have been like, oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have the personality. It's that, him and Han. I hope that my example I said here on starting the stream back up, and even something I say here is something you take home and apply. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started into the game. Ooh, I still haven't even unlocked the last person, so I think that might be one of the things I try to do today. Let's get this person unlocked. I have no idea where I started. So let's see where this goes. Remember how to do this correct. I didn't get into a battle just so I can remember how I do what I do. Ah, was that a little pill bug? I was gonna say this is probably one of my favorite soundtracks a game. It's just so catchy. They're all about to attack and do some good damage. Okay, so what? This guy out. Oh, why is he in front? There we go. Oh, that's why I hadn't set up the way I did. Homeboy in front's about to tank a whole lot of stuff. Oh. Interesting. It's been such a long time since I played this game. It is on. Okay, there we go. I'm getting some stuff done here. All right. Man, that's such a banger of a soundtrack. Let's take the box and this is where the puzzle starts happening. Is trying to figure out, okay, how do I min-max myself while also having space? Like this is pop. Oh, that's right. I gotta actually like put stuff in there. Give him a scrunchie. Mr. Pillbug. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with that. okay. Amateur current block. This is really good too, because this you can wombo combo with a poison. You can build like a poison deck essentially off of this. I remember I've done that before in the past. Set it up to where I had a weapon that would give out like 10 poison, but I would take one and I could use a poison whetstone, and I would have like 2 of these rags and it would fix my own poison. So I'd have like 100 poison stacked up on a boss. Go check this out. That's probably not a good one. I don't. So basically, as long as I don't have a weapon adjacent item, and it's pretty big. So I got neither. And food. That's a good one. I think that's actually what I may have started with. Revive potion is good. I'll keep. Stone I haven't really used, so now I got 3 spaces. Oh, you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. Take the bomb, use the sword, because it gets anchored every time you use it. The needler, I could actually just turn. So, I kind of like maybe having a kiss on to blow up the sword. So back on the topic, so amazing books start with Why by Simon Sinek. Highly recommend. Thanks. Especially like if you're trying to start anything. Now, obviously, I can't talk on being a super big streamer because I'm. But when it comes to other parts of life, you really got to know why you're doing what you're doing. I think I may have mentioned this last stream too. The concept of the golden circle. Where at the middle of the circle you imagine your why, you go to how, and then what on the outside. So I did delve into this topic a little bit the last stream, but something to think about is if you look at a major company, let's take like Walmart for example, everyone kind of sees what they do. They provide slogan, it's something at low prices. At low prices. So that's what you see. You see like what? You see like the product. You don't really see the how, like how it gets done. And you definitely don't intrinsically see a why. But the why is still there, and you'll more feel a why. And in fact, your brain is even designed this way too, to where the why. Nature first. The why in your brain, it begins in your limbic system, if I remember correctly. And it's the wrong. This. Yeah, the why in your brain actually stems from the limbic system. And so that's actually where a lot of the like feelings and emotions side of things. Once again, I want to say I'm pretty sure it's the limbic system I'm talking about here. But that's where the feelings are. And so why is usually centered around something deep, like a dream or a goal feeling. With that, you can actually feel it once you've connected with it in everything you do. So, have you ever seen someone who's strongly convicted towards something? You can feel and hear their why and what they do and say. It comes out in their verbiage, it comes out in their actions, it comes out in what you see. It bleeds throughout the how and then the what. And so when it comes to personal side of things, the reason I started off this stream with, think about it, like your strong why, your inspiration, why you do what you do, is when you have that and it's powerful enough, if your goal, which usually translates to a what, something maybe really big, not really sure how I'll reach it to the goal. If your why is strong enough, your mind will actually help you figure out the how as it is aligned with your why, and then that'll turn into a what. And so I think about even the stream, for me, starting with the why I'm starting the stream again. I'm hoping that what I do and say will flow through into what I do, and that people feel it. So I was saying here that they have a shield. Also my sword. So another thing I wanted to talk about too, when it comes to the why, is if you haven't ever done this exercise, this is actually a really fun exercise to do, and I recommend doing that. This is something that's worked for me. With if you're with someone, do it with the person you're with. If it's just you, then start by writing out 100 dreams. And that sounds like a lot. But the reason for writing out all those dreams is because I have to get past like 20, like the Maserati, Bugatti, hot body, you know, whatever it is. You start having to really think about some bigger things, some things I may really, really like or haven't even thought about yet. And an example of that too is thinking about something bigger than you. Because the bigger your dream is, the bigger the fuel you have to accomplish something great. And so having something that requires more than you or impacts more than you. Ooh, this is fancy. How does glass cannon this? So one way to kind of grow your dream is just add more people. So if your dream, for example, is to, hey, I want to get a new car. That's one of the dreams you list. Now that can be pretty powerful. It can inspire you to go out and do something, increase your income, be better at savings, start inspiring you to take some actions that would lead you towards accomplishing the goal. Now, if you want to make it even bigger, what if your dream wasn't to get a car for you, but to get a car for you and maybe a family member or a good friend? You know, or maybe even buying a car just to donate it to someone, some organization that might need it. And so when you do that, you start thinking bigger. When you start thinking bigger, you start acting bigger. You start having bigger habits. You start learning how to power and grow yourself to accomplish that. It actually reminds me of the book that I just finished reading for the third time, which is The Magic of Thinking Big. And that one, if you really want to grow your thinking, read that book. The title ain't no joke. It really is a book that is developed greatly on taking action, better habits, building, thinking above and further than where you're currently at. So that's kind of another tie-in to kind of like dreams and goals. I'll go ahead and wrap up this combat. I'll probably have to do like combat and then some talking, combat and then some talking, just because trying to do both at the same time can be a little bit intensive. Yeah, should work. Oh. Boom. Ooh, when it comes to this game too, I love how it has like an adventure game, puzzle game, and then a base building game at the same time. It actually kind of forces you to think. So if you want to unlock new stuff, you gotta like collect stuff like this cave fish, which is pretty neat. Oh, this is another one too. So as soon as you pass by them, it wakes them up and they'll follow you. I think I kind of like plan that out a little bit. Well, does this one actually make sense? 5 point. Yeah, because I don't get hit because my people don't die. Yeah, let's roll with it. Yeah, I just can't get over the soundtrack. The soundtrack is so good. I gotta take care of this guy pretty quickly because he will explode. There's a whole bunch of damage, but I think it should be fine to tank a good amount of that. Yeah, sure. See, so as I move, it'll follow me, so I can't backtrack. That's a cursed chest. Not really looking for that right now. Ooh. You know what? Dude. Yeah, I love how this basic kind of looks like an animatronic. Need to slay him. Can't quite do. Oh, that's his weight. Okay. Those goes. Oh, okay. That's what I gotta do. Oh, this ain't good. Okay, okay, so we got a little bit of a challenge here. That's gonna be good. Oh, that's how that works. Okay. Oh, my poor boy. All right. I think it's time. Boom. Okay. Exactly what I wanted to do. He's already dead. Boom. Ooh. So I gotta be changing. So flowers looks useless, and it kind of is, but there's a lot of other things that require it. I'm still not gonna take it. Oh, I need to take this guy. Ah, that's such a good shield. Take something. He took something. You know, we're gonna roll with it, see what happens. A pile of gold. I wonder what this guy is. What is this? Come on, yeah. So you want to live forever? Alright, I gotta get Weston. I don't know. He's just Yo, why does he look like some sort of hardened war criminal? Love it. Need to get more summoning stones though. Wait a second. What? Have I forgotten I can add extra people? I just don't start with them summoned. Why is he blocked off? Yo, what have I been doing this whole time? Oh my gosh, my mind is blown. Hey, you know what? I need to regen a little. Alright, I can swap them around because they're about to swing out with 14. Definitely. Oh, I put Bone Bomb on it? I forgot about that. You know what? And he's got thorns? Oh, weak. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh. See. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about all the intricacies of this game. Swapping up. Damn, alright, that should work. Kinda worth it. Oh, it is, because I can definitely combo. Yeah, right here, the materials is kind of how you do the base building. Let's go. With good Pillbug boy. Back. That with Dark. Zam. Middle. Hit him up right there. Start the poison train, and then eventually stacks it with time. Double the poison. And then probably get to use this at some point. This is really good for like destroying ads as well. So if you have a summoner that you're trying to fight, kind of helps to just pop it out for free. This witch is also a little bit easier to fight too, because you can basically just hard focus on him. Okay, traction here. I don't think I even really need to be using this, because weak won't really matter. He just summons. Yeah, see, that's how it starts getting a little spicy. You really gotta kill this guy super duper quick. Or focus on the right ads. Oh, I guess he does do damage. Well, did. No longer. Oh, that ant's gonna take a beating. Yeah, so I've already won it. Oh, but I gotta keep going, so can't put too much damage. try to move, so I do have a max. Now, once you beat the boss, you get to actually get a relic. So if you've played roguelites before, it's like one of the major ways you can improve your person is get like a super powerful weapon. Yeah, that's not a good one. Well, can be if you got like a almost like a vampiric thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. When you use 5 items. In this way. Okay, interesting. Alright. Definitely gonna kill all pets. Yes, I think it's my first run through with Pochita, really. Not too familiar. Yes, take some items to Habitat Hill. This is also a good point to bring back some of the things you don't necessarily need, but be city, like the little resource items or rare items that you're probably not really using, because then you can use the recipes later. This one I think I started with, but I don't really use it because I never really have 5 spaces, except for when I take it away and then I have 5 spaces. Probably take it. Or maybe pop it out like this. I don't think I've beaten a Frozen Heart. Is Frozen Heart open? Yeah, oh, this might actually be my... I don't remember going to Frozen Heart. This is probably super duper. Okay, okay. Now we're rocking and roll. Cooking with... Just gonna hit it. Something even scarier under his hat. Baby. That's pretty cool. He's interesting though. Cause I gotta know. Unuse add dodge. Dodge is really good. This is a lot of damage. I guess glass cannon? let's roll with this. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, runes are really good too, because I can't remember which, like, what a rune unlocks. I know you can start unlocking stuff with like runes and songs and stuff. Beasting Blade! Yo, I kind of gotta go for this one. Alright, let's see if it works. Oh, I get a fish. You know. And now my mouse wood is pointless again. I should have gotten rid of that thing. Oh well. Get to that in a little bit. Ooh, yeah, definitely want to add poison. Weapon. What? I do that again. Anything for 8? I don't have armor. So I was talking about poison build, and it looks like I'm probably gonna go for a poison build again. Really enjoy it. Alright, this one ain't worth it. Yeah, you know, I don't think I've actually been on this one before. Just gonna put you to sleep so I don't have to worry about you. And then I'm gonna take your friend here, and I'm gonna poison him. Oh yeah, I forgot about that thing. Ooh, that's dope. Bye-bye. Yeah, that ant looks tough as heck. Get him, Winston. So close. Who's he gonna poison? Not my good lad. He's gone. And usually when I level up, I like to space them out, just kind of like this. Some of the other characters you kind of have to do some weird stuff with. Or if you have a certain build, like if you have an archer build, then you gotta like put out a whole bunch of spaces. Well, since I ain't doing that, do help. A little bit of armor going there. A vision of danger. Yo, he don't look good at all. Yeah, I don't think of it. Spoiled milk. Yo, let me just hold up a second. I just gotta drink this spoiled milk in the middle of combat. Yeah, that'll turn out real good. I think I got something. I think I got a wombo combo going. I think what I'll do now is probably save it, wrap this up maybe in the next stream on Sunday. I'll grab that gold first. Yeah, save it, wrap this up for the stream on Sunday, and then kind of round it out with maybe I guess a question or a call to action. So really take a moment to think about your inspiration behind what you do. Whether you're trying to get a promotion, start a business, get into streaming, you look at that and see if you can level up your thinking. If you can add other people that it impacts, even taking a smaller step, maybe improving how that impacts you. So if you're like, hey, I started streaming so that I can be a famous Twitch streamer and YouTuber, define it. Get more specific with it. Like, what specifically are you wanting? So if you find you have a dream that's lacking power or not taking up a lot of your headspace and you're constantly getting distracted or something, I would look to really learn it, understand what, think about it. If you want to own a new car, so you're saving up, that's like the big thing. Like, define that car for you. What color, what wheels, what rims, stereos, specific model. Because the more you can learn about something, the more it becomes kind of like a part of you, the more powerful. And so taking this concept and applying it to being a streamer, or, you know, being better at your job, like, define what that really would look like. So I take streaming, for example. I'm doing it now, and this is part of my why, is how many people do I want to impact? Am I thinking of 100 followers? Am I thinking of 1,000 followers or subscribers? They can't even, they're called Twitch and YouTube. How many views? What do the views actually mean to me? Is it just a number? Or does each view actually represent potentially a life changed? And so when I start looking at that, like even in moments like right now, I'm looking, it says I got 1 view and 17 followers. Right now, I'm thinking on at least a level of I have 1,000 followers. And each view, each person who's viewing this, either live or later on, is potentially someone whose life I can change by maybe one thing I've said today. Maybe there's something in them that they didn't know about, looking to expand, or felt like a wandering generality. Maybe felt lifeless. And I hope that understanding your inspiration and your why can add life to you. And if you already have that, defining it more will add like a level of joy and energy that you didn't even know was possible. And so when I think about and I imagine why I'm doing this, I think about on the level of impacting thousands of people's lives. And in a way of not like, oh, hey, you know, this is entertaining. I've never seen this before. This is a fun game. But in a way of like, hey, he really said something that stuck with me. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to apply it today and see what happens. And so that's where I have the energy. I could be sitting here talking to one person for the next 2 years, and I'm fine with that because I know that I'm probably changing that person's life. And then I know that if I continue, if I push through the hard parts, that I will end up impacting people like how I envision it, how I've defined it, in what way, in what quantity, scale. So that was a lot. That's my TED Talks on the why a little bit. And hopefully whoever's watching this, whoever does watch it, you take away something, you apply it, you learn it. I know a lot of times on YouTube and Twitch, you know, like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever it may be. I would rather you take a moment to apply, learn it some more, do it some more, and then share it with someone else. Whatever takeaway you got from this stream. So, with that being said, everyone, hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Go out there and be some busy, productive bees. And yeah, see you on the other side. Freedom.